One of my favourite elements from the collection is the cut and emboss folder, because I think we've managed to get really, really detailed with the die cut in here. So can you see, this is the die cut here, and I love cut and emboss folders because I love to be able to create a card all in one go. So what I've done, Joe, is I've used some of our double-sided Centura Pearl card, and I've actually cut the base of the card to 5x7, but then instead of just folding it in half, I've scored some little tram lines across the middle. Because we're going to do this as a shaker card, you need to make your tram lines roughly the depth of your double-sided tape, so your double-sided foam tape. So can you see I did these at about I think it was 2/8, so a quarter of an inch. I used 2 little scores on the scoreboard, but that's lovely to have my foam tape behind. So here we go. If that's the front of your card, I know what you want to do is you want to do this so that you can see the design. However, that will give you the deboss. So what you need to do when you've got cut and emboss folders, the bit where the die is, imagine your die. You know when we do a die cut and you have your paper and then we put the die face down onto it? Do the same with your embossing folder. So put your embossing folder face down over the front of the card and then fold this over top of it as well, okay? So that goes over the top there. Get that lined up nicely in the middle, and that whole piece will close around it. And then you can either open it up to send it through the machine, or you can close it around it. But because it's a regular embossing folder, you basically use your 2 outside cutting plates. And if you want a nice deep cut, which I definitely do, and a nice deep emboss, you're going to add in your metal plate as well. So that's the sandwich that you use when we're doing cut and emboss folders, and then straight through. Now, I specifically chose, Joe, to do this on the Centura Pearl so that we could do it quick in seconds. You could do this onto like black card and be putting your gilding waxes on there, but this is a brilliant one. Those of you who make cards to sell, this is a really nice, effective looking one that takes seconds to do. So watch, I'll lift this up from here, and I've got most of the pieces out. A couple of little ones that are going to need popping out, but because we added that metal shim in, look how easy it is to pop all of these out. Right, I'm going to go straight into the inside. Because we're going to make this into a shaker card, we need to put acetate behind. So I've cut a piece of acetate, and there it is. I've just started to peel the background so I can see. So that piece of acetate is going to go straight over the back, and when you're sticking your acetate, Joe, must use your red liner tape, because the red liner tape is going to help you stick this down really, really thoroughly. So we've got the acetate stuck behind so that we're going to be able to have her with the lovely shaker pieces in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that shaker tape and we're going to go right down the side. Okay, and then I'm going to go down this side of her as well. The Angel Gabriel, it is a her, isn't it? Yeah, I suppose it could be a he. I don't know if it's a her or a he. And I'm going to put this extra piece down here as well.
In my head, all angels are hers. I don't know why.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm not sure. Maybe someone will let us know.
And then look at this. You do need to make sure that this is all sealed in. So this is going to be, there you go, you can just trim out there. This is going to be sealed in here. So I only need to go up to this one bit here. So that this is where our shaker bits are going to go in the inside. But then we've got the strength right up to the edge. What I've done with these, Joe, just so you know, is I've ran all of these. Now, I've done a set of these where I've ran them through the Xyron. So, honestly, I've got mine ready because it's just going to make it a lot easier for my demo to peel them. But a nice bit of a tip, because we've got a 5-letter word, look what I'm doing is I'm going to start in the middle with the middle one and then work my way outwards. And it's a much easier way to get a totally even piece on there. So anytime you do this, my top tip is don't start at the top, start at the middle and then work outwards. It doesn't matter with the second piece, you do them in any order you want because we're not working on positioning. But how good do these look with the separate front? I haven't seen a one like this before where you've got like the outer and the inner front, and I think it looks really, really nice. I think we'll have to build this into more of our designs actually, Joe, because I think this style of the font looks absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it really does look beautiful, and I think in the gold as well, just cut on its own, it looks absolutely wonderful. I love the fact that you've got it with the contrasting cardstock as well. I think both of those fonts look beautifully individually. We put them together and they look amazing. That is a beautiful shaker card.
Isn't it? And wasn't it quick? Those of you who are doing cards to like sell, I think what a brilliant card to be able to do. That looks really effective, and you can do one of them really nice thin end vella boxes to put it in. It's going to look really awesome.